Record level congestion at the nation's busiest ports, along with the shortage of truck drivers and global pandemic related restrictions, all making the movement of goods difficult. As Halloween approaches, a new study is out with the worst things to give out during trick-or-treat. All right, you see it on your screen. According to a recent MASH survey, a toothbrush is the worst thing to hand out on the holiday. Raisins was the runner-up. Granola bars and animal crackers also got a big thumbs down. But I have to say, big thumbs up, those huge candy bars.
Oh yeah, that was the good stuff. You know, and I wouldn't mind the animal crackers as much, but what I didn't like to get, the raisins and pretzels.
Pretzels, what's wrong with you, Austin?
Let's just
give them to me.
Look, I can get pretzels at the grocery store any day of the week. If I wanted pretzels, I'd get it there. Halloween, you need some good stuff, right? Stuff that you don't get, every year. Starting to feel a little bit more like the fall season out there for sure as we get a little bit closer to Halloween. Yesterday was pretty cool across the Miami Valley as we had morning lows in the lower 40s and even some upper 30s out there. This morning we're not quite as cool, but still cool enough that you might need a light jacket. But the important part this morning, we don't have any frost out there. Now yesterday we did see some of that up towards Russia and New Lebanon. This morning with the temperatures a little bit warmer, that shouldn't be an issue. But this is the time of year that we start to look for the potential for frost. As the temperatures start to get cooler, sometimes you can get the ingredients of clear skies and calm winds to really help those temperatures drop, which could lead to some of that frost formation. Now we don't necessarily need to be exactly at freezing to get frost. Stuff like blades of grass and objects right along the surface are real efficient at radiating heat out towards the atmosphere. So that combined with the coolest air sinking right to the surface could actually cause the temperatures right along the ground to drop below freezing and lead to some of that frost formation. So as we start to see temperatures get closer to the mid-30s in our overnight lows, this is going to become more of a concern. Now, over the next couple days, that's not really in the forecast, but just this time of year is when we need to start paying attention to that. In fact, the earliest frost that we've seen in Dayton on record goes back to September 21st, but it's more typical that around October 22nd is when we see our average first frost. The latest that we've had our first frost all the way to November 25th. So right now, Kirstie will take you through the forecast, and you'll see in the 5-day forecast, the lows aren't around that frost range quite yet, but this is the time of year we start to watch for that, Kirstie.
Exactly, yeah. So like next week, and really as you've mentioned, as you head towards Halloween, you've got that chance for frost. And this time of year in particular, if you carve your pumpkin and set them outdoors, we always like to let you know if you're going to get any frost because that could damage those pumpkins. So good news is this week we really don't have a whole lot to worry about. Yesterday morning, though, we did have spots in the upper 30s, as Austin had mentioned. So a lot of times some of those outlying areas, or if you've got a dip in your neighborhood and you're with the low-lying spot in the neighborhood, you could have some frost development. So for this morning, 43 degrees is still way too warm to have frost. We're at 46 in Pickwood, 46 degrees in Dayton. As you're getting the kids ready, though, the 40s is cool enough for a jacket. And then this afternoon, even though we'll hit the low 70s, that is still on the cool side for us. We're going to see sunglasses through the morning hours, especially the morning commute today. Because we don't have any cloud cover, that bright sunshine coming up over the horizon in the east, that is can sometimes give us that glare and cause some traffic issues. So we'll check in with Sergeant Mark here, but he's seen that plenty of times on a bright sunny morning. Live Doppler 7 radar is dry. Our after-school forecast today, we are technically a little above normal, but again, compared to last week when we were really warm, this is just going to be nice and comfortable. 72 in Springboro, 68 degrees in Bell Fountain. Tonight, 48. I'll have a beautiful, almost full moon for us here that will be shining brightly all night long, so it is going to keep the skies a little bright. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have a meteor shower that's peaking this week. So the Orion and meteor shower peaks Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, mainly midnight to dawn. Now, typically this produces about 20 meteors per hour, but because we will have the moon that's full Wednesday night, it is called the Hunter's Moon this month. Unfortunately, that'll likely dim it out to maybe 5 to 10 meteors per hour. And then, of course, we have to throw in one more obstacle, and that is broken cloud cover and the chance for a few showers late Wednesday night. So we don't have the best viewing here for the meteor shower Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but this shower is active for the next couple of days. We will see temperatures drop back down below normal then for Friday and Saturday. Let's check in with Sergeant Mark now. Sarge, I talked about this before, but on bright sunny mornings, sometimes we actually do get car accidents because of that glare from the sun.
Absolutely true. We get those visibility problems So far, we do have one accident that was reported just in the last couple of minutes. Now, this would not be related to any bright sunshine right now. This is in the area of South Charleston on U.S. Route 42 in the very southern end of Clark County. I did hear Medigan dispatch, and I believe they're contacting the state highway patrol post in Springfield to respond to this crash. It looks like at least one person may be injured there. Not a heavily traveled spot, but it is a U.S. route, so it does carry its share of traffic. Out on the freeway system right now, we are looking at some very good driving conditions. I'm Sergeant Mark Bauer, WHIO Team Traffic.
522, 46 degrees. It's going to cost you more to bring home the bacon. The new law impacting pork prices and how soon costs could skyrocket.
The Red Cross is seeing a major shortage in blood donations. The blood drive planned for today to increase donation numbers.